Hey everybody, welcome to this episode up from the pages of WWF Magazine. I am Anthony, this is Collectors Entertainment Network, and this week we're going to take a look at the September 1991 issue of WWF Magazine with Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, and the new WWF Magazine logo for the first time on the cover. There it is. But before we get into all that, I'd like to ask you, please subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you back. Please comment down below. Let me know your WWF Magazine memories. Please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well. And go ahead and give this video a like because that helps a lot too. Also, go on over to Facebook and check out and join the Federation Nation Facebook group. I want to see you guys over there showing off your vintage WWF collections, whether it's the magazines, whether it's the figures, whether it's the Coliseum videos, whatever it is, I want to see it. All right, September 1991, Hogan, Warrior, the new logo. Let's get into the pages. All right, guys, here we are. WWF Magazine, September 1991. You've got the brand new logo. Let's get a little closer look at that for you. All right. Hulk and Warrior Superstar Alliance. Macho Man from Headlocks to Wedlock. SummerSlam exclusive preview. Sid Justice, WWF's latest lawgiver. Hitman prepared to make a pitch for perfection. And also with the new logo, they got rid of the In This Issue sort of banner. And I got this top banner which says World Wrestling Federation answers steroid body slams. All right. Let's look at that. I got this issue on August 5th, 1991. And here, speaking of that, is the World Wrestling Federation answers steroid body slams. Let's see, is that in focus for you guys? If you want to read that, I'd go ahead and pause it if I were you and read that by Vince McMahon. He pulls back the curtain a little bit, letting you know he is actually the owner and promoter. All right, pause that, and then we can move on. We've got contents, of course, and like always, you've got your WWF Magazine publishing, and you've got your fan club, and here it is, SummerSlam Special Souvenir Edition on sale at your newsstand August 27th, 1991, which is the day after the actual event. And guys, I was there. I've gone over this program and my memories from that event on an episode of Federation Nation. Go back and check it out. I even made it onto the broadcast. Clear as day. Camera went right by me, and I pointed out in that episode of Federation Nation. So go back and check out the Federation Nation. I was there, SummerSlam 1991. All right, around the ring. Oh, Coach. I guess this is when Coach entered the WWF. He was there for a little while. And right guard with Hulk Hogan as the spokesperson. I do remember those commercials. They were pretty funny. He was like a very delicate painter. If you guys remember that, let me know. Fan forum, there is Paul Bearer. Hulk Hogan in Suburban Commando. No home should be without one. Coming soon to a theater near you. Now, I feel like this has been in like the past few months issues and it keeps saying coming soon. How long did they promote this before it actually came out? All right, Brainstorms by Bobby the Brain Heenan, his monthly column here in WWF Magazine. And of course, you can get it all with WWF Magazine. That's right, save $10, 12 issues, only $20. And look, they still got the old logo there. But that's because this ad has been around for the past few months, so I'm sure when they update it, it will have the new logo. Newsbreakers, WWF Magazine top import in UK. And I see why they got the British Bulldog, which was the last issue. But what does Brutus the Barber Beefcake have to do with it? I don't know. All right, Primetime Wrestling. These were the days of that studio audience with Vince and the Brain for Primetime Mondays on the USA Network. It was appointment television for me back when I was a kid. Loved Primetime Wrestling. All right, Personality Profile, Natural Disasters. You've got Typhoon and you've got Earthquake. And of course, Take 8 compact discs or 12 cassettes for a penny. for your Columbia House membership. Alright, a talk with Macho Man Randy Savage. He was back to being Macho Man after he lost at WrestleMania 7. I always liked him as Macho Man. I thought Macho King always sounded a little silly, but I mean, I get it. He was the king, but he stopped wearing a crown. He just wore a cowboy hat. I mean, for a while there, he wore that like crown, different obviously than Harley Race or even Haku. He had like a different kind of crown, but I feel like he even stopped wearing that. He just wore a cowboy hat. All right, Battle of the Titans. Virgil trades blows with Kato of the Orient Express. I like Danny Davis back to being just a referee. Good stuff. More Battle of the Titans. Virgil and Kato. Where is this match from? I see just a WWF banner. Sometimes you can tell where it's from based on the banners that you see in the background, but I don't see any. Was this on Superstars or Wrestling Challenge? Or was it an exclusive to Primetime Wrestling? Not sure. If you guys know, let me know. Alright, the Americans are coming. The Americans are coming. WWF Superstars invade the United Kingdom. London, Dublin, Glasgow. There's them in London. There's them in Dublin. So that'd be England, Ireland, and Glasgow, Scotland, which is where Roddy Piper was always said that he was from. Of course, he was actually Canadian, but I guess his family roots were in Glasgow. And there's even a sign that says, "Welcome Home, Hot Rod." And 1-900-454 Hulk. Guys, I would suggest you do not call that number now. Who knows what you're going to get? I do not believe it's going to be the Hulkster on the other end of the line. All right, WWF Trivia. You've got the story of champions, other struggles, a savage ending, making the scene, and perils of perfect. And get a taste of the action. Superstars of Wrestling ice cream bars. They were so delicious, and I used to collect the cards. I may still have the cards somewhere. If I find them, I will let you know. All right, SummerSlam 1991 preview, August 26, 1991, Madison Square Garden, New York, New York. And guys, like I said already, I was there. Go back and check out that episode of Federation Nation. Here you've got the Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan taking on the, the Triangle of Terror. You've got Sergeant Slaughter, Colonel Mustafa, and General Adnan with special referee Sid Justice. And, of course, the wedding of the Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. WWF Intercontinental Championship match, Mr. Perfect versus Bret the Hitman Hart. This is when the Hitman won the title there at Madison Square Garden. And again, guys, I was in attendance. I was cheering. It was a great event. WWF Tag Team Champions, the Nasty Boys versus the Legion of Doom. And this is when the Legion of Doom won the tag team titles. So I was there for two rather important title victories. The Legion of Doom winning their first tag team titles, and Bret the Hitman Hart winning his first Intercontinental and also first singles title match. All right, Big Boss Man versus the Mountie, a jailhouse match. The loser to spend a night in the cooler. I do remember, the pay-per-view. If you were watching it at home, you got to see all the cutaways and other stuff when they were taking them to jail. But they were showing it on the, like the Jumbotron on the big screen at the arena. So I don't know if, I don't remember if we could hear the commentary or we could just see the visuals. All right, Greg the Hammer Valentine versus IRS. And you've got the Dragon, Texas Tornado, and British Bulldog versus Warlord, Power, and Glory. Not one person's actual name is in that. The Dragon is obviously Ricky Steamboat. Texas Tornado is obviously Kerry Von Erich. And the British Bulldog is obviously Davey Boy Smith. Warlord, I mean, that's what he's always gone by. But even Power and Glory are Hercules and Paul Roma. Now, granted, Hercules, obviously, that isn't his name either. But, and I mean, a lot of them aren't. Ricky Steamboat, his real name, I think, is Richard Blood. Davey Boy is, well, I mean, is his name David Smith? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if that's his actual name. And then, of course, you've got, Paul Roma. Who knows if that's his actual name. You guys let me know if you do. All right, for the $1 million belt, Virgil versus the $1 Million Man. To tell you the truth, I don't remember what happens in that. Does he win the $1 Million belt? I don't think he does. But that would be cool. I would have been there for 3, at least belt changes, if that's not an official sanctioned championship. I got to go back and check it out. I don't quite remember. All right, the Bushwhackers versus the Natural Disasters with Andre the Giant in the Bushwhackers corner. Good stuff. All right, Hitman's Perfect Project. There you go. Look, they even have the Canada versus USA already. And it's funny because, you know, obviously Hitman's the baby face in this. But when you put an American flag behind Mr. Perfect, you know, it kind of makes Americans want to root for him, I guess. I don't know. All right, Bret goes for broke as a singles competitor. Yep, and he wins that IC title at SummerSlam. Up the Iron Hand of Justice. Sid says he'll call it down the middle at SummerSlam. And of course, at the end, he comes out and poses with the Hulkster because the Ultimate Warrior runs backstage. I think he has a chair and he's chasing, you know, Slaughter and Mustafa and all of them. And I think as soon as he gets backstage, he gets fired. And Sid Justice gets sent out to do the pose down with the Hulkster. All right, Private Eye anchors away. Hacksaw goes Navy. Cool stuff. And here is some more of this Private Eye with Hacksaw doing Navy stuff. I don't know exactly. Was he in a submarine? I'm not sure. All right, the World Wrestling Federation lowdown. Now even this looks different. It used to have a more like a script type of look to it, and now it is, you know, just a regular printing. The Boss Man in Bridgeport, Skinner. The Barber is in demand. First WWF champion crowned, and Suburban Commando. Suburban Commando has been part of the lowdown for like the past 3 issues or something. And look at this, the Barber's in demand. What does that say? The World Wrestling Federation attention, personal appearances. Oh, could you write and get people to come, you know, to your ribbon cutting, your supermarket grand opening? You could just write them in. All right, Viewpoint by the Bushwhackers. That should be an interesting read. And Bodybuilding Lifestyle Magazine, the ultimate in intensity. Your WWF Crossroad with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase in the middle, and get ready to rumble. WWF WrestleFest now playing at your arcade. I believe this is the video game that there was like a store, I think in our mall. I don't think it was the actual arcade. It was just, I don't remember. Maybe, I don't remember. But I just remember a wrestling game around this time, and I think this was it. And I used to love to play it. So guys, tell me if you have any memories playing this WrestleFest arcade game. I would love to hear those memories. All right, caught in the act, Slick on a horse, tipping his hat. Okay. And of course, no WWF Magazine is complete without a Coliseum video ad this month. Available on video cassette. WWF World Tour 1991. And free World Tour luggage tag with your order. Order yours today. Gotta love Coliseum home video. I used to rent them all the time. Now by this time, and with these tapes, I didn't rent these as much as I'm talking about like in the mid to late 80s. I was renting, you know, WrestleMania 2, before, you know, WrestleMania 3, and after. I rented it multiple times, and your most unusual matches, and your history of the championship belt, and your history of the Intercontinental belt. I used to rent those all the time. It was always a treat. All right, back cover, of course, is promoting SummerSlam 91 live, only on pay-per-view Monday night, August 26th. Still doing Monday nights at this time. All right, guys, that is the September 1991 issue, WWF Magazine, Hogan Warrior on the cover. All right, guys, that is the September 1991 issue, the important issue with the brand new magazine logo. Also, Hogan and Warrior on the cover as well. All right, guys, I'm going to ask you, please subscribe, please like, please comment, please share, and go on over and join that Federation Nation Facebook group. Can't wait to see you there. All right, September 1991, that one's in the books. Next week, we've got the October 1991 issue with the Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth on the cover. But until then, guys, have a good one.